Reveal all about Catriona Gray. Catriona Elisa Magnayon Gray, born January 6, 1994, is an Australian-born Filipina model, singer, TV host, advocate, ambassador and beauty queen best known for winning the title of Miss Universe 2018. On June 12, 2012, Gray was in a relationship with Filipino-German actor and model Clint Bondad until they broke up on February 23, 2019. On May 23, 2020, it was revealed that Gray is in a relationship with a Filipino-American actor, Sam Milby. On February 16, 2023, Gray announced her engagement with Milby. Early life and education. Gray in a Filipiniana Maria Clara Ensemble for the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, NCCA. Gray in a Filipiniana Barot Saya Ensemble also for the NCCA, 2021. Catriona Elisa Magnayon Gray was born in Cairns, Queensland, Australia to an Australian father of Scottish descent, Ian Gray, and a Filipino mother, Normita Ragas Magnayon, from OAS, Albay, Philippines. Gray is reportedly named after her paternal grandmother, Catherine Gray, née Ross, an immigrant to Western Australia from Scotland in 1952, and Elsa Magnayon, née Ragas, her maternal grandmother from OAS, Albay, Philippines. Gray was a student at Trinity Anglican School in Cairns where she was a house captain and a school chorister. She received a graduate certificate in music theory from Berklee College of Music in Boston, Massachusetts. In addition, she obtained a certificate in outdoor recreation and a black belt in Taekwondo martial arts. Furthermore, Gray was lead singer of her school's jazz band. She also starred in local productions of Miss Saigon. After graduating from high school, she moved to Manila where she worked as a commercial model. Gray is currently working with an organization Young Focus Philippines since May 2016. She is also a Love Yourself Philippines and Smile Train ambassador. Little Miss Philippines, 1999. Her foray into the world of pageantry began in 1999 when she won Little Miss Philippines in Sydney at the age of 5. Gray at the NFL Honors in Atlanta, Georgia, in February 2019. Miss World Philippines 2016. Main article, Miss World Philippines 2016. On October 2, 2016, Gray was crowned Miss World Philippines 2016 where she won the following special awards. Best in Swimsuit. Best in Evening Gown. Best in Fashion Runway. Best in Talent. In addition, Gray won the following corporate endorsement awards. Miss FIG Image Gateway. Miss Folded and Hung. Miss Hannah Beach Resort. Miss Figlia. Miss Manila Hotel. Miss Organique. During the top 12 question and answer round she was asked, "When you get up in the morning and look in the mirror, what do you see?" She answered, "I see someone who is constantly trying to be better. I've always endured to always be better than the day before, to do things that challenge me, to do things outside the box. And something that is very fulfilling that I have found is when I look in the mirror, I want to see someone who gives back to the community, and that's someone who I achieve to be every single day." During the final question and answer round, all the 5 finalists were asked the same question, "Why should you be Miss World Philippines 2016? Gray answered, "To be a Miss World is to be passed a torch that burns with passion and purpose. If I am to become Miss World Philippines, I will dedicate my voice and essence to carry that torch and to set charitable causes alight, such as my personal advocacy, the Paraiso Bright Beginnings Project. And I would focus on passing on this torch to empower others, because I believe together there is no darkness in this world that our light cannot overcome." On September 3, 2017, Gray crowned Laura Lehman as her successor at the Miss World Philippines 2017 pageant held at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City, Philippines. Miss World 2016. Main article, Miss World 2016. After winning the national competition, Gray competed at Miss World 2016 held in MGM National Harbor, in Oxon Hill, Maryland, United States where she was placed in the top 5. Gray won the following awards. Multimedia Award. Talent Award, 2nd place. Top 5, Beauty with a Purpose Project. During the question and answer portion, she was asked by the reigning Miss World 2015 Mireya La Laguna, "Which qualities do you think it will take to wear my crown?" She answered, "I think, first of all, it takes bravery. To be a Miss World is to carry a burning torch. It is like action carried out by one to illuminate the lives of many. And I would dedicate my whole self, my love for the arts and my voice to try to uplift, empower and educate people. And it would be my greatest honor and duty to hold this torch high enough so that all the world could feel and see its light. Thank you. Gray concluded her Miss World journey by finishing as a top 5 finalist. Stephanie Del Valle of Puerto Rico won the said pageant. Binibining Pilipinas 2018. Main article, Binibining Pilipinas 2018. On January 8, 2018, Gray submitted her application to Binibining Pilipinas to officially join the 2018 national pageant. 8 days later, Binibining Pilipinas National Director Stella Araneda confirmed that Gray will be officially competing at the Binibining Pilipinas 2018 pageant. During the national costume competition, Gray wore a Muslim princess attire from Mindanao and bagged the National Costume Award. On March 18, 2018, she was crowned as Miss Universe Philippines 2018 by the outgoing title holder Rachel Peters. Gray obtained the following corporate and contest awards: Best in National Costume, Best in Evening Gown, Best in Swimsuit, Miss Jag Denim Queen Award, Endorsement, Miss Ever Bailina Cosmetics Award, Endorsement. She also obtained the following popularity contest prizes: Dairy Queen's Award, Pizza Hut's Award 2018. In Philippine beauty pageant history, Gray is the first Filipino to represent the country in both the Miss World and Miss Universe competitions, and the second to represent the Philippines in 2 major international pageants, the first being Carlina Aguilar in 2005. At her national competition, United States Ambassador to the Philippines Sun Yong Kim asked the following: after the devastating war, Marawi is now on its way to recovery. What will be your message to the young women of Marawi? My answer and my message to the women is to be strong. As women, we're the head of the household and we have amazing influence, not only in our own families, as mothers, sisters and friends, but also in our community. If we could get the women to stay strong and be that image of strength for the children and the people around them, then once the rebuilding is complete and is underway, the morale of the community will stay strong and high. On June 9, 2019, Gray crowned Gazini Ganados as her successor at the Binibining Pilipinas 2019 pageant held at the Smart Araneda Coliseum in Quezon City, Philippines. Miss Universe 2018. Main article, Miss Universe 2018. Gray returning to the Philippines after being crowned Miss Universe 2018. Gray represented the Philippines in the 2018 Miss Universe competition on December 17, 2018 held at Impact Arena, Muang Thong Thani in Nonthaburi Province, Thailand. During the national costume show presentation, Gray showcased a beaded tribal suit featuring the indigenous tribes of the ancient pagan Filipinos, alongside an oversized parole-painted Christmas lantern pulled by a roller device. The costume was accompanied by a pre-Christian shamanic dance of the historical Babaylan paganism. The costume gained both support and criticism due to the perceived difficulty of walking and the failure of LEDs to function, whilst Gray cited her scoliosis ailment. In the pageant's preliminary stages, Catriona Gray did a slow-motion walk, nicknamed Lava Walk, along with a slow-mo turn, on the ramp in the swimwear competition wearing a pink swimsuit, which was praised by supermodels Tyra Banks and Ashley Graham, fashion commentators and internet viewers. At the preliminary evening gown competition, she wore Mac Timing's golden sweetheart gown with a thigh-high slit inspired by the Ibang Adarna and the Mikimoto crown. At the coronation, Gray advanced to top 2-0'd, and the opening statement segment, she expressed, "Working in some of the poorest areas of my country, I found that it was a lack of child support, not poverty, that killed their dreams. A child once told me, 'Kat, that's just not my life, and those dreams aren't made for me.' But I stand here today because someone believed in me and we owe it to our children to believe in them." Gray advanced to top 10 that she wore a pink Saravannavari bikini and a cape with gold-winged shoulder straps at the swimsuit competition. At the evening gown competition, she wore Mac Timing's Mayon gown. The Mayon gown was made up of tulle encrusted with Swarovski crystals in 12-toned color palette that ranged from yellow to dark red. Its body-fitting, bareback design features a side cutout and a high slit that highlighted Gray's legs. The dress, which according to Timing weighed 10 pounds, was a tribute to Mayon Volcano, a tourist attraction in the province of Albay, the hometown of Gray's mother. In an interview, Gray decided to pick the gown for the beauty pageant as her mother dreamed of her winning the Miss Universe crown wearing a red dress. Gray then advanced to top 5. During the first question and answer round, Gray was asked by host Steve Harvey, Canada recently joined Uruguay as the second nation in the world to make marijuana legal. What is your opinion on the legalization of marijuana? She responded, I'm for it being used for medical use, but not so for recreational use. Because I think if people were to argue, then what about alcohol and cigarettes? Well, everything is good, but in moderation. Gray at a charity event in December 2018. Gray advanced to top 3 to end the final question and answer portion. The top 3 contestants were asked the same question by Harvey: what is the most important lesson you've learned in your life and how will you apply it to your time as Miss Universe? She answered, I work a lot in the slums of Tonda, Manila, and the life there is it's poor and it's very sad. And I've always taught myself to look for the beauty in it, to look in the beauty in the faces of the children, and to be grateful. And I would bring this aspect as a Miss Universe to see situations with a silver lining, and to assess where I could give something, where I could provide something as a spokesperson. And this I think if I could also teach people to be grateful, we could have an amazing world where negativity could not grow and foster, and children will have a smile on their faces. At the end of the event, Gray won the competition and was crowned by her predecessor, Demi Lee Nell Peters of South Africa. She is the 4th Filipino Miss Universe after Gloria Diaz in 1969, Margie Moran in 1973, and Pia Wurtzbach in 2015. In addition, she is the second biracial Filipina to win the Miss Universe title after Pia Wurtzbach in 2015. On December 20, 2018, Gray made a courtesy call with President Rodrigo Duterte at the Villamor Air Base in Pasay. On January 22, 2019, Gray traveled to Indonesia to shoot a commercial for C1000, a vitamin brand available in Indonesia. On February 16, 2019, Gray arrived in the Philippines for a week-long homecoming celebration with visits to the cities of Manila, Makati, Pasay and Quezon City. However, on February 23, 2019, the feather of her Mikimoto crown fell off during her homecoming parade in Araneta Center, Cubao, Quezon City. She also made courtesy calls to the Congress of the Philippines, Senate of the Philippines and Malacanang Palace. On September 16, 2019, Gray became the first ever Filipino celebrity to be included in the voice options on the Waze app that is made possible by BDO. However, it was discontinued on December 6, 2019 and was replaced by Mimiuu just 2 days before her reign ended. On October 17, 2019, Gray attended the 2019 Latin Music Awards at the Dolby Theatre, Hollywood and Highlands in Los Angeles, California, where she presented the 2019 Canción Favorita Tropical Award for the song Adicto to Mark Anthony and Prince Royce. On December 5, 2019, Gray attended the release of the new Mawad crown for the Miss Universe pageant, which is nicknamed Power of Unity, retiring the Mikimoto crown. In her capacity as Miss Universe, Gray visited Brazil, Indonesia, Thailand, South Africa, various cities and states across the United States, and her home country of the Philippines. She also visited Canada and United Arab Emirates to meet with her pageant sponsors and Filipino supporters. On December 8, 2019, Gray crowned Zozibini Tenzi of South Africa as her successor at the 68th Miss Universe pageant at Tyler Perry Studios, Atlanta, Georgia, United States. Post-Miss Universe. On September 6, 2020, Gray became the ambassador of the Philippine Red Cross during the COVID-19 pandemic. She became the host and performer of the TV5 variety show Sunday Noontime Live. Gray served as a backstage correspondent of the Miss Universe 2022 finals, alongside Zuri Hall. She did it again this year at the 2023 finals of the said pageant. Gray visited Italy and Colombia in 2020, Singapore and Vietnam in 2022, and Hong Kong in 2023. In March 2022, a wax figure of herself was unveiled in Madame Tussauds, Singapore, making her the first Filipino to have such replica. Gray served as a local ambassador for the 2023 FIBA World Cup. She also participated in the final draw for the tournament. Advocacy and issues. Gray has advocated for women's rights, indigenous culture conservation, and the One Town, One Product (OTOP) project of the Philippines Department of Trade and Industry. She has continued to pursue her women's rights advocacies despite some incidents when military officials attempted to pressure her into limiting her interactions with certain women's rights groups. Ambassador for the Arts and for Indigenous Handicrafts. See also National Commission for Culture and the Arts. In February 2020, the Philippines National Commission for Culture and the Arts, NCCA, designated Catriona Gray as the agency's ambassador for the arts. Gray was named ambassador yet again in 2021 and was announced as host for Cultura 101, an NCCA web series where Gray said she would share passion for aspects of Filipino culture, whether it be our textiles, our dances, our food. Gray was also named an ambassador for Indigenous Handicrafts by the Philippines Department of Trade and Industry in July 2020. Parlayed red tagging incident. Gray responded strongly when she was drawn into the Philippines red tagging issue, due to an incident in October 2020 when AFP Southern Luzon Command Commander Lieutenant General Antonio Parlayed Jr. said that Gray and actress Liza Soberano should not support Gabriela and other rights groups, as fellow celebrity Angel Locsin has done, or they would be drawn into the activities of the Marxist-Leninist Maoist New People's Army, 94, and risk being killed in a clash with the army just like activists who had allegedly joined that group. In response, Gray's lawyer attorney Joji Alonso issued a statement saying Parlayed's statements were uncalled for, further saying, Catriona will not waver in continuously championing social causes that uplift women's lives. While there may be people who will try, she remains steadfast in her stance that no one should be silenced in sharing their personal stories that give strength and support to fellow women who have gone through similar experiences.